You may have seen our next comedian on Nickelodeon or her appearance on Dr. Oz. From North Carolina, give it up for Michelle Miller.
Woo! Woo! How y'all doing? I'm excited. I love it when I get to go to a different state, but it's still sort of south. To me, you're more north, but y'all still act. There was enough trucks in the parking lot to convince me that y'all were south, right? How do you identify? Here's how we know. Do you put biscuits and gravy together? Yeah. Okay, then we're good. We're all gonna have high cholesterol together. Okay, sorry. Y'all don't joke about our health, ma'am. We're trying to be healthy Southern people. She said no. You know the Southern people had to be the one that started frying the vegetables? Have y'all been somewhere and got some fried zucchini as an appetizer with nacho cheese? We were out somewhere the other night and my kid's like, we're gonna get some vegetables with dinner, Mom. And I was like, oh, good job. My kid ordered fried green beans. He's like, it's green. I was like, halfway, it's halfway brown. I am a mom. Where's the parents? Woo! Like one applause, like, And I love having kids. They're the most precious tax deduction I ever had. We've been renaming them. They were earned child care credit. They were stimulus 1, 2, and 3. If you laughed at that, you're poor as I am. That is exactly. That was a cruel joke. It was like, ha, we got a check. Now we're paying it back. I love it. I love being a mom, but I wasn't really taught how to be a good mom. I'm not putting down my parents. I'm just saying I'm from the small town in North Carolina, but I'm also from the trailer park of the small town. Do y'all have trailer parks here? And let me preface that. I mean, not mobile home communities. Because some states got them. They got mobile home estates. And they got pools and clubhouses. We ain't got that. We got an old school bus uses a greenhouse, okay? We don't. When I say trailer park, my dad kept the wheels on the trailer. Because he figured if you didn't attach it, it ain't property. He wasn't paying no house taxes. These are my parents, y'all, okay? My dad got a phone call one day. This is me as an adult listening to my dad on the phone with the bill collector. Dad answers the phone. Woman goes, Mr. Miller, your bill's past due. Well, we put everybody's name in a hat. When the money comes in, we pull a name. Sir, you cannot pay your bills that way. Hey, you want your name in the hat? This is my daddy, y'all. Phone rings again. He goes, oh, this is a telemarketer. You got to use an accent with him. My daddy answers the phone and goes, hello? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't speak English. My parents, like, I tried to be a better parent. Okay? My parents just got married. For the third time. They believe in recycling. Okay? It's just different in my family, okay? So we did timeouts in my house as a parent. I'm trying. We had like 17 timeouts in one day. My kids were beating on the door and screaming. I'm like, I'm not coming out. Not until my attitude changes. My kids have become teenagers. Y'all got any of them? We're gonna have a support group after this. It's a whole new ballgame when you get a teenager because they have the emotional meltdown of a toddler, but they're 6 feet tall. My kid became a teenager and it was like bringing home a stray dog. I didn't know if he was gonna cry or need to be held or I was gonna throw food at it. I didn't know what was happening. And that was the boy. Somebody asked me, said, when your kids, how do you know when they've hit that teenage years? In my house, it's when they started to smell. It's like leftovers. If it smells bad, they've turned. They will have 75 different emotions, and that'll be before breakfast. Or they'll hide in their room, and then they come out of the cave, and an odor follows them with it. And I walk by and throw odor eaters like I'm grenading their rooms. Like hoping it's going to help. It don't help. And no parent was excited. I said, y'all got kids? You're like, yay. I said, teenagers? You're like, no. Stop it. So I've come to this realization. I'm a good mom, not a great one. I'm setting everybody's expectations, just being real. Like, I will do all of your laundry, but I will probably forget to put soap in it. And so, like, I was a homeschool mom for a long time. Like, I homeschooled my kids, not for religious reasons. I just didn't want them to get smarter than me. Then math got letters, and I was like, y'all got to go somewhere else. True story. I sent them to school, public school, right before COVID. You're all laughing because y'all know. I sent them, and school sent them back. Then it was like a weird custody battle with the school. School's like, we're going to take them 2 days a week. I'm like, no, you're not, school. You're going to take at least 3 days a week. They're back in school now. And my daughter, I feel like we're all friends now, so I'm going to show you how I handled. My daughter is coming of age, you know, and so we share everything. I'm going to be upfront with my kids. I want them to know everything and be empowered. You shouldn't tell every kid everything. Can we agree on that? So I told my daughter what was going to happen in the change of life, okay? She's like, so basically, it can happen at any moment. It could be very painful, and it could last like a week. Yeah. I'm traumatized, this kid, y'all. So this past summer, we're in the ocean, and we're having fun. We're like, yay, ocean. You know how you jump the waves? Yay, waves. My child stops. She's shaking and crying. I'm like, what happened? She's like, it could happen at any moment. And now the waves are just hitting us. We're just getting beat up now. What? Yeah? I don't know what to say. It could just be any moment. Yeah. If it happens now, will this shark get me? Just looked at her and went, maybe. I told y'all, I'm not the greatest of moms. I'm not. I scare my kids, like when they walk in, if my son's doing, you ever have kids that keep the earbuds in their ears all the time? Do y'all have that? Oh, y'all just have good kids? Whatever. That was the most judgmental, like, what? We have family dinners every night. We've all done Bible studies together right before we came here. My kid's got the earbuds in, he's listening to music or watching somebody play video games. Have y'all seen that? Do your kids watch other people play video games? Is that not the dumbest thing ever? Are you pointing at somebody else who does that? What did you just say? What did you say? I don't speak that far north. He's your fiance, and he does it. Like, does it for a living, like he plays, or he, like, watches people? He watches people play for fun. Or he gets online and has people watch him. Why is this so hard? Okay, I don't know. She was telling me that story like he just told his jokes. I don't get it. Sorry, it's fine. We edit that out because I was supposed to do that in this show. So, because this is a studio, we're not supposed to call back to anything that happened with the previous comedian. And I ruined it. You okay, ma'am? Are you crying? It's okay. The best tears are the ones that run down your leg. You can laugh at that. Every woman in here is grown. Every woman in here has perfected the ability to cross your legs and cough in public. And if you got a good man, they'll be like, hey, don't make her laugh. She ain't been to the bathroom. Gosh. She's had like 2 kids. She can't have a cup of water. This is them good church chairs, though. They'll absorb it right up. I am never getting invited back here. I'm from a real big family. I mean, there's not a lot of us. We were just really fat people. Yeah. At one point, every one of us was over 300 pounds. We were double wides living in a single wide. In our case, if the house is rocking, it's gonna fall over. Because we didn't buckle it down. But I worked really hard. Past couple years, I've actually lost and maintained over 100-pound weight loss. Yeah. Do you know how hard that is? Like, people ask, how'd you do it? I was like, well, I quit eating cheeseburgers and chocolate cakes and jars of peanut butter in the same meal. Life's different, though. Like, when I was bigger, I literally was over 300 pounds. I wasn't in shape. I was a shape. And I have a really skinny sister who's, like, tall and tan. And every time we stand beside each other, look like the number 10. It's so funny. I like that y'all laughed, because I was like, I don't know if they're going to laugh. And I didn't realize like how much I'd lost, but things are different. Like, you're labeled differently when you lose weight, because now apparently I'm thick. You're nodding, like they laughed. You were like, yes, that's a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. I was leaving a comedy club one night after doing a show, and a guy goes, girl, you thick. I was like, excuse me? That's a steak. Thanks. But apparently thick isn't too big, it's just right. Y'all are nodding like we're in a, yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Yes. Why are they laughing? This is all true. It's not that, it's this, it's good. It's just different. Like, I started working out. Here's the thing, if you are over the age of 35, when you lose weight, it don't snap back like rubber bands. Everything just deflates. I feel like she's laughing at my pain or with my pain. Either way, we're going. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so here's what's happened. I joined a gym, and I was going to do one of these workout classes when you're on the mat and you're like doing stuff. And so I'm in my shorts and my t-shirt, and I'm working out, and I'm like kicking back and moving forward, and I'm on all fours doing this, y'all. And I hear, and I thought, wow, someone is slow clapping for me at the gym. Nope, it's my body. There are parts of my body applauding itself. So then I got one of them suits, that's like skin tight, It's a whole thing with all the arms and everything. Like Catwoman went to the gym. Because I thought if I wore this, I'd be more aerodynamic. So I wore it because it kept everything in. That puts everything in place, I'm telling you. And so I was wearing this thing, and I got on the treadmill, and I was going at it with my speed walking. And then, but when those things rub together, there's a lot of heat involved. And I don't know what your body looks like, but my thighs like to high five each other. I think good friends should be like thick thighs. They're never too far away. I'm putting that on a t-shirt. That is good. Anyway, so I'm in the gym, and I'm going, first of all, like my lotions and all those things are like sugar cookie or warm vanilla sugar. So I'm at the gym, and things are heating up. And there are people walking behind me going, who has brought cookies to the gym? I like how some of y'all cover your face. That is way better than what usually happens when you're on a treadmill. I don't know about y'all, but everything I ate decides to talk back as soon as I get on the treadmill. You ever start running, you're like, I don't know where all this gas is coming from. You're trying to step louder with your steps like it's gonna hide it. Like, I did not wear enough cookie lotion for this. But if you don't get the right kind of suit, like if you get that suit thing, but you got a different kind than you should have got, like if you got a size too small thinking it was gonna make you look better, it's not a good choice. Because I was getting it, and I was going, and then I felt a breeze. On the parts of my body that were high-fiving, they were now like fist bumping, high-fiving, and everything. And the more I went, the more it went, ooh. And then it was like, you can't leave the gym cute like that. You can't just be like, excuse me, I've got to go now. I thought it was going to be like one of them Spanx suits. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay, y'all got, like, we were fine with other stuff. We're not talking about Spanx, ma'am. When I'd filmed for Nickelodeon, they made me wear this suit called Spanx. I had never seen this thing before in my life. But what it is a compression garment supposed to make you 2 sizes smaller than you are. Just makes your muffin top 2 inches higher on your body. And they gave me a whole suit from my kneecaps to my chest. And it was too small, so I had muffin top kneecaps. It's terrible. It's the visual you wanted, sir. Are you okay? He's thinking this was church. All these guys told good humor. This lady is crazy. Here's one. I'll tell you this one since we're good friends, sir. When I was really big, I didn't realize how big I was until I went to one of them special stores. You know, the secret store? The Victoria's place. She all fancy now. She got plus size people in her ads. Did not have that back in the day. Because I went in, they're like, oh, we don't have plus sizes. Would you like some soap? I was like, no, ma'am, I want draws, okay? So glad y'all got that joke, because I said that other places, and I feel like I've got to decipher a code. All right. I went in, and I pulled every pair in that store out. I was like, whichever goes the farthest. One pair, a pair of black string bikinis. Nobody over 300 pounds should own anything with the word string in it. Unless it's cheese and it's a snack. I went home, I had to try it on, and I was sitting trying it on, and all of a sudden I realized when you put it on, parts of it disappears. Looked like I was wearing an eye patch. That's for you, sir. She's moving her glasses. So, she goes, that was funny. I'm glad you said it because I wasn't sure. Oh, I feel like we're best friends now. So when I gave me the whole Spanx thing, at least I knew it wasn't going to be an eye patch situation, okay? So I felt better about it. But then I had the muffin top kneecaps, and it was too small, and there was cleavage coming and going. It was just... I'm glad y'all put the kids somewhere else. It's true. We don't ever talk about what's true. And the funny thing is, life that's true is the funniest of life, right? Okay, just us and 6 people. And so that's why it should be embarrassing. I should be totally embarrassed, but it's actually hilarious. You ever try to put on Spanx with no zippers, no buttons? It's like trying to put sausage back in a wrapper. She is raising her hands. Yes, Jesus, yes. Holy Spirit. It's awful, ain't it? And I'm not here, you know what? I'm gonna warn the men, because that's scary. My husband walked in as I tried to take that thing off, and it popped like biscuits coming out of a can. There was dough flying everywhere. You can't be cute. All I said was, surprise! Thank you, guys. I'm Michelle Miller. Have a great night.
Keep it going for Michelle Miller.